it's Gloria Kremer from Oakville, Canada, and today we're going to be putting together some cards from my Flowering Cactus Mega Class because there were 10 projects, 5 designed by myself and then 5 designed by my downline Anne Henning. So I'm going to start with this card over here. Hopefully my dogs will stay quiet during the filming of this video. If not, you'll just have to mute, because once they get started, they sort of go like nuts. Okay, so this is the piece for the inside, and we are gonna glue this down. I absolutely love the DSP from this bundle. It's so pretty. Okay, so we're gonna glue this on the inside here, leaving a 1/8 of an inch border all around, and I just usually just eyeball that. Now this piece here for the front is cut to 3.5 by 3.5. But prior to putting that down, we're just gonna take our Tombow glue and we're going to put our little pieces in there. Whoa, too much. Okay, so let's just put some glue onto the little piece over here. And we're just gonna place them down like that. And already I can tell this is gonna end up being a little messy. Well, maybe not. And again, we're gonna add this piece here. And my husband is coming down the stairs and he's gonna be really quiet because I'm filming. That's my way of warning him that I'm filming. If you have tweezers to do this, tweezers would probably help as well. Hopefully my head doesn't get into the camera, because you're probably going to be like, why is she wearing a toque? Because that's just what I do. It's a bad hair day. So I am wearing a toque inside my house. Okay, so now we have all the little pieces in there. My DSP is going to be slightly different than the sample, because I just wanted to show you that it doesn't really matter what color you use or what pattern you use, it'll still turn out great. So we're going to go ahead and use this coral side. This week my downline Anne uploaded all her videos, so I'm like, oh no, I better get started on my videos. We've had renovations of our bathroom, so I haven't been able to film any of my videos during the day, during the week. And of course, when it comes to filming at night, the lighting isn't as good, so it's been a challenge. So these circles are, this DSP for the circle is from Celebration, the Oso Ombra, and these were leftovers or cutouts from a previous card, and I thought, oh, it works well. We can use it for something. And I see my dogs are staring out the window, so hopefully they don't see anything or notice anything, because otherwise they're gonna start barking. And I noticed mine do not have one of these cactus, so I'm gonna pull it out of this kit. And then of course later I'm gonna be like, oh no, this kit doesn't have one either. Okay. So now we're gonna add some dimensionals to the back of this cactus. I love how the dies cut out all the pieces from the DSP. It's so pretty. You don't even have to do any stamping really. And then you would stamp your sentiment, but I'm just realizing now that as I'm saying to do the stamping that I lent my stamp set out to one of my downloads. So I will not be stamping the sentiment, but you can stamp any sentiment you want. So I'm gonna lay this one down here. Let me move it up a little. And then my ribbon, I'm gonna need my good scissors. This will need to be trimmed. This needs to be trimmed a little more. I'll do that. I'm going to use some tear tape. I love using tear tape on the back of my ribbons. Lay this down right here, like that. And then I'm going to glue the flower down right there. Glue that down. And we're going to add some flowers. I think I'm going to add the orange flowers instead. So I think the orange ones will look a little better. And then we're going to add our pearls. So one is going to go about there. Oops. The other one is going to go here. And then I'm going to save my last pearl for my sentiment piece, which I'm not going to do right now because I don't have my stamp set. But once I have that, the ink I used was a mossy meadow. You can also use black or Calypso Coral or one of the purples. So there's your finished card. So let's move on to the next one. And wow, the dogs have been really good. Okay, so this is gonna be, we're gonna do the bendy one. So let's do the bendy card. So this is what it looks like. And I think all the measurements for this bendy card, I've done it in a previous video, and I don't have my actual layout right now, but I did a Mary Moose video back at Christmas time. So if you want to look at that, so if we want to go with the orange, I don't know if I want to go that bright. I think I'll stick with the green. So I'm putting the green down. You may need to trim off the ends just a little bit. I'm not sure why I made it a little longer. Not sure. Okay. And then we're gonna, oh, and I realized I didn't score these ones. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna, if yours is not scored in half, you just have to score this at 2 3/4. So I'm not doing a very good job at scoring it by folding. And where is my bone folder? So I've scored that. And then I'm going to take this, I'm going to fold it in half. The DSP is easy to fold in half. This one, if I've forgotten to score it in the kit, to score it at 2 3/4, and I do apologize for not scoring it. It could be that I've just forgotten to score it on my own piece. I'm not sure. I can't remember, and I do apologize. Okay. So now we're going to glue this piece down. It's a really nice weekend here in Oakville. Hopefully it's nice where you are as well. There's lots of sun. I don't think it's too cold. I was out this morning dropping my son off to gymnastics, and it was quite nice at that time. So we are going to glue this down. And then this piece here, on my sample, I did it sort of higher up, but we're gonna put it right at the bottom, because when I was making this, I realized that it's not very sturdy if you don't have it at the bottom. So we're gonna put this one at the bottom. And again, I'm gonna, I put some tear tape on the ends here. So this piece, we're just going to fold over the ends, lay our piece flat, and just lay it right down on top like that. And then this piece here, what we're going to do is we're going to line the folded edge to our folded edge, and then just lay it flat. And this is how we know that when it's standing up, it'll fold properly. And I just realized I should probably have moved it down a little, because otherwise my sentiment is gonna, yeah, so I should have moved mine down, but it's a little, let's see if we can move it. This stuff is super sticky. Hopefully it doesn't ruin it. Okay, so I was able to move it down. Okay, so we're going to do this. So we've moved it down so that there's enough room for my little sentiment circle here. And then next step we're going to do is we're just going to add our cactus. I put dimensionals on the back of it. Pop that one right there. And then we have this one, and we're going to pop him up right beside it. And again, I stamped my sentiment using Mossy Meadow. I'm not going to stamp a sentiment on my card right now because I lent my stamp set out. But now if you don't have the stamp set, you can, you know what, why don't we just pull something from one of these other ones? Let's do hello. Hello works for everything, so I'm going to do hello. This is from Beauty Abounds. It just so happened to be, the stamp set is just sitting here on my desk, so I figure we might as well use it. Sorry, I started talking into my ink pad and I realized that I'm making a video and people might not be able to hear me. So, okay, let's stamp our sentiment. My ink pad's looking kind of weird, but let me just try it. Hello. It works. Okay, so what I do, or what I like to do for the back of my, when I add the sentiment, or sorry, when I add the twine to the back of my sentiment piece, I usually like to just sort of wrap the twine around my fingers, and then I twist it into a figure 8, and then I just sort of pull the pieces apart. And then I add a dimensional, and we're gonna stick it to the back of our card. And I'm gonna add this over here. If you want, you can add like a purple flower. Maybe over here. Hopefully I'm not overdoing it. going to put this over here. And again, I'm not going to stamp my sentiment because I don't have this flowering cactus stamp set with me. But you would stamp that, pop it up. Don't forget to, if you want to make it into like a little banner, I use my triple banner punch. I love it. And there's your second card. So I'm going to stop this video and then we'll get started on the other cards. Thanks for joining me.